Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your October 16th to the 31st, 2022 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what energy we have to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. So we have the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is very much a blessing card. It's having what you wish for come forward. And it's also being surrounded by prosperity and success. But there can be a reluctance around the Nine of Cups for sharing that. So we can be running into that, either ourselves or with someone, that they're not willing to share the prosperity that they have. And it can also be that we're not willing to share the prosperity that we have. There's also something that we're dreaming of that we really desire that we're not going to see because we're too busy trying to obtain something else. So just be very aware of that during this time. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Ooh, okay, these two. So we are crowned with the King of Pentacles, which is fantastic. That's us. Then we have the King of Cups. We have Temperance, which is also Sagittarius energy. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have Strength. Oh my word. We have almost a whole entire reading of simply major arcana cards. So that's really quite profound. We have two court cards, which are kings, right? The highest court cards that we can have. So this is a very, very, very powerful reading. Strength also represents Leo energy, all right? And Temperance is Sagittarius energy, okay? So let's see what's going on here. With the King of Pumpkins, with the King of Pentacles, there's a level of power to us that needs to be embraced. We might not want to be the king, okay? Because sometimes the king does not want to be the king, and yet we are. So taking on that responsibility is just simply going to be embracing who we are, why we're here, and what we're born for. With the King of Cups, there can be a water sign energy around us, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. But there is this real sense of somebody who steps in, who has a tremendous heart, okay? That would be one of the things that you say about this person. It's like, oh, there's so much heart to them, all right? And with the King of Cups, they're showing you something different. They're illuminating something different within what you love, within what you desire. And it's moving you more towards balance, but it's also changing your world very much. You're moving more towards balance, but your world is also changing. You're going to see that you have to be astoundingly strong. And you have been astoundingly strong. And I know some of you Taurians are going, oh my gosh, Dane, if I have to be strong one more minute of one more day, I'm done. But there's a strength to you that you can't ignore, Taurus. And it's different than the strength of a Leo. Okay, most definitely. There's an essence of power, of stability, of security, of deeper understanding to you. I see you digging your heels in. There is something here that you really want. There's something that you're going after, and you're definitely going to get it. But you are going to be very stubborn about it. Like, people will be like, oh my gosh, just let that go. Or, oh my gosh, it's not worth it. And to them, it's not, but to you, it is. So that's going to be a very important thing. With the King of Pumpkins, with the King of Pentacles, there is such prosperity and success to you during this time. You see how everything is intertwined. You see how, things are working with each other and off each other, and you're seeing how things are headed, or where things are headed, or why things are headed. And you're like, oh, there's more here. There's more here than meets the eye. It's almost like you're planting something, and then you strike gold or oil or whatever. There's something here where it's like, I thought I was looking for one thing, I thought I was doing one thing, but man, am I surprised by the prosperity of another that's coming forward. And it's kind of going to take you back a little bit, take you a little bit off course. But it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so surprised at these new opportunities and the way everything is being woven together. Now, with the King of Cups, there is this sense of a person who very much embraces the heart. Now, this person's also very fierce. There's a strength to them. There's a strength to this whole entire time period here, Taurus, that has it standing out for you. It doesn't mean that you have to be strong every moment of every day, but it does mean that you are way more profoundly ready for things. Okay? You're setting things up. Divinity is setting things up for you in a way that is surprising. With the King of Cups, there's a need to embrace your heart and what you love. There's a need to look at the sorrow and the hurts and the pains and say, I see you, I acknowledge you, but I'm not living in you. And that is going to be very important. Moving forward by example of what we love and who we are and what we want, and saying, I am cognitively making this my goal, making my heart, making what I love, making, what I desire within my life, my goal for my betterment. It brings us to a place of balance. It brings us to a place of deeper peace. There is a healing that is coming with this time, Taurus, that's going to be rather surprising for us. Okay? We didn't think we needed that healing. We didn't think we needed that balance to us, and yet we do. And so here, there's going to be an energy that's saying to us, balance yourself and see yourself. Balance what you want. Because there's a face that you show to today, and there's a face that you have at night, and they can be very, very different. Okay, you're holding back a lot of your sorrow. You're holding back a lot of your emotions, a lot of what makes you who it is that you are. And that's something that we need to acknowledge here. It's like, no more holding back. Now it's time to be in balance with me. It brings us then to the Wheel of Fortune. It brings us to things changing. Things are changing. We're entering into a new season. We're entering into a greater outlook on things. Things are changing whether we want them to or not. And so this is a time for us here, Taurus, to say, I'm embracing the change. I'm moving with the seasons. We might even find ourselves trying to live more rhythmically with the land, with the world around us, trying to kind of get back to that pattern that we might have gotten really far off of. And there's an energy here also with the Wheel of Fortune. It's like, I understand I'm here for the ride. I understand I cannot control everything, nor should I try to. And it brings us to a level of strength that we are embracing that is surprising. It really does. It's like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I was this strong. We start to see ourselves as strong. And I know a lot of you Taurians are going to be like, I don't want to be strong anymore. I want somebody to take care of things. But the person who you'll attract is going to be very attracted to your strength, to your, your gumption, your stick-to-itiveness. There's a power to you that is being seen. And there's a power to you that is moving you in a direction that is quite beautiful and profound. But there is a strength to you. There is a strength, and it illuminates your life. Like, people will describe you first and foremost with that strength. I don't see this as another person coming in, though, if anybody tries to keep up with you, they better keep up. And that's going to be very important, Taurus, for you. So if you are looking for love during this time, just know that this is a time where everything is changing for you. What you thought were the main core things that you wanted, they're starting to change. What you thought, how you thought you had everything in balance, that's starting to change. And this is a time where we start to see things woven together that we didn't even expect. We didn't even realize. And it's going to take us by surprise. It is. There is something about this time that's so incredibly powerful, but so incredibly unexpected. Let's go deeper. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. Okay. So what's interesting is you have the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups for me is a card of duality. And that's what we're going to be seeing during this time, especially when it comes to us, when it comes to our power. We need to surround ourselves with the people who love us. The Three of Cups is that celebration, the people who love us and care for us coming together. But we also find that a lot of our time is taken up with the people who can't follow through, who don't follow through, who, cause chaos in our lives. And this is a time where we're looking at it and saying, I don't think so. I don't think this is how I'm going to have my time spent, in chaos or in discord. I'm going to move towards the people that I really love and cherish. And it might be a physical move, because I do see that with some of you. You're physically going to say, I need to be by this person. Okay? But it can also be a mental move. It's like, no, not going there with you. I'm not doing this. It moves us to the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands are new opportunities that are opening up. And that's around the heart. And that's around following the heart and listening to what we love and what we want and where we need to be emotionally and spiritually and personally for ourselves. There's a sense that the heart is opening to us, and it's saying, how do you want to walk through? Like, what is it that you deeply desire? And where is it that you deeply desire being? Because there are new options that are starting to come. And it's like, just trust what you love. And this isn't a time to fill ourselves up on bad news. It's so easy to fill ourselves up on hurt and pain and bad news and despair and despondency. This is a time to start filling ourselves up with love and peace and respect and beauty, because it's moving us to the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is a person who can get things done. Absolutely. Whether that person does things exactly the way that we want them to, that's going to be a different case. But there's an energy around us very much embracing the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords moves very, very quickly. So we also have to be mindful not to just move for the sake of moving, just not movement for the sake of movement. Here, we're bringing into balance. We're looking at how we want the story to go forward, how we want to move forward in our lives. And we're seeing a bigger picture. We're seeing a bigger understanding of what we're headed towards. And we're starting to be the heroes of our story. We're starting to say to ourselves, no, there is more to me here than meets the eye. And I'm taking the reins and I'm going after what I desire and what I want. And I'm making it happen. And we're falling into balance with ourselves. But we're finding a piece of ourselves that has been out of balance, that has been in discord for quite some time. With the Nine of Swords, worry, doubt, and fear around the change, around the way things have changed. So for some of us, it has broken our hearts. For others of us, it has moved us in a direction we never saw coming. And so what Spirit says during this time, when we have the Nine of Swords come forward, it's like you can worry yourself forever. You can worry about everything forever. It will not change the fact that it's changing. It will not change the fact that life has changed. And so with the Wheel of Fortune, we understand that everything has a season. Everything has a place and a time. And not everything is meant to be forever. And with the Nine of Swords, we can worry all we want about that, but it's not going to change it. So just be very mindful about this, that, we can be worried about how things are changing or, where things are going. We don't always have the answers. It doesn't matter how much we can see. Spirit always keeps certain things held back from us. And that's going to be one of the things as we are embracing this change. We're also releasing and need to release a lot of the worry, a lot of the hurt that we carry. It moves us to our strength, which is the Three of Coins, the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles shows that our strength really is being the one to stand up, take action, go after, get things done. We might have people looking on and being like, oh, well, I'm going to take credit for this. Be mindful of that. People will be more than willing to take credit for the hard work that you've done. Now, this isn't being petty, but it is saying, honor your work and make sure others are honoring your work. You could also be working with others during this time. You're going to take on a leader role, and that's going to come very naturally to you. So be aware of that too. And then your bonus card was the Ten of Cups, and they all live happily ever after, which might sound like an interesting card to get, after we've been through all of this. But the beauty is, and you will live happily ever after. The happiness will come, Taurus. Sometimes it feels very, very far away, and almost as if it will never get here. It will. It will. You are safe and secure, and there is beauty in you. Follow your heart. Listen to what you love. There's power that's guiding you. Your angels, your spirit guides. There's more here than meets the eye. So let's see subconsciously what we need to be mindful of. It's the Two of Wands. It's the doors opening. It's the way that we're moving forward. We need to be mindful because there is a sense here of movement just for the sake of movement, of saying, okay, I'll do that because it's actually easier than following the road that Spirit has laid out for us. Just be mindful of this. Our subconscious tarot message is the Queen of Wands and Judgment. We might be looking at ourselves work-wise, passion-wise, and judging ourselves quite hard. But we are also subconsciously coming out of a box that we were put in by ourselves, by somebody else, by life and circumstances. And we're starting to find our magic again. We're starting to find our beauty. We're starting to find us. And that is an astounding thing. I always think of the Queen of Wands as Hecate. The goddess of magic. We're coming out of the box and we're finding that magic. And that magic is beautiful. All right, Taurus. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy, as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Taurus, and may blessings and prosperity always be with you.